Okay, this is lesson 2 in the freehand sketching lessons. So in the first lesson we did a worksheet where we were learning about drawing horizontal and vertical lines, just trying to draw straight lines, horizontal and vertical, but also looking at how to get our sketching angle. What is our favourite sketching angle? Is it with your paper turned away from you about 45 degrees sketching away, or is it down? You find your own particular angle. So the second lesson today, what we're going to do is we're going to come on to trying to do sketching curves, arcs and circles. So it's a little bit more complicated than the first demonstration that we did. And circles though, there's a technique that we can try. So the first thing we can actually try doing, and I'll zoom in this bit of my page here so you can see, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by drawing a square. Okay, so just using the same techniques as I used before, I draw two horizontal lines parallel to each other. I turn my paper round, I draw another, and then I try and estimate it to turn it into a square. Okay, so hopefully you can see that okay, that I've drawn a square there on my page. So what I'm going to try and do now is, with that square, I'm now going to try and draw the diagonals on it. So again, just working freehand, going from corner to corner, going from corner to corner. And in addition to that, I'm going to put from the midpoint going through, and from the midpoint going through. Okay, so if I think of this as trying to turn this now into a circle, I already have 4 points on the circle that I can join together. These 4 points, if you think of it like a clock, that would be 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So now what we're going to try and do is draw arcs which go between these curves here, here, here and here. Now it's still quite challenging to be able to actually try and draw a freehand curve in there. So there's an extra thing that we can try and do is, and we take this distance from here to here, this line, and we half it. So we find the middle of it, and then we half this bit again, and this is the extra point that I'm going to use. And then I can do the same with this side. Take the middle and half it. Again, take the middle and half it. Take the middle and half it. So what I've done is I've found myself some additional points which I can now try freehand. So starting horizontal, curving round, going through that point and coming down onto that one. Rotate my paper round. And the same, rotate my paper round again. And what I end up with is drawing a circle. So it's not perfect, but we're trying to draw this freehand without using compasses, so I think that's not a bad attempt. And what it does is it gives you a little technique to try and have a go at to draw these. Now if I zoom back out so you actually see the full size of my paper now, you can see I didn't do that circle absolutely huge, I just kept it quite small up there in the top corner. If I try and draw one too big, what I'll end up doing is getting it quite challenging. So have a go at trying to draw some little circles on this piece of paper. So I'll again demonstrate that technique again. So I start with two lines which are parallel to each other, and then rotating it round, I draw another line. So I've got a square as my starting point, and maybe not the best square, I'll maybe go a little bit further on this one, maybe there. And then we take the diagonals, so from corner to corner, corner to corner, straight down the middle and straight across the middle. Straight away that will give you 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4. and then of the middle line you take halfway and then go half again, halfway, half again, halfway, half again, halfway, half again. And that gives you some points which you can now use to try and draw your curves between in each of the quadrants. And on to the last one. Okay, so I end up with a second circle, which when I zoom out, you can see there I've got 2 circles drawn. So we're looking for you to try and do as many of that as possible. What you can also do is, instead of actually drawing full circles, you can try doing what's called fillets and chamfers. So we can draw a curve, draw a rectangle, sorry, and then instead of drawing full circles, we just take the corners off freehand like so, and come down. Maybe this time we'll do a scallop, doing the curve the opposite way, and I'll do the same with this one here. And then just join it together, and you can see I can start to quite quickly create shapes that are not full circles, but we start to have arcs in them as well. Now we can play around with that, so we can add this time, instead of having that, and we're going to do an arc which starts here and curves all the way up. So I'm resting here on this part of my hand and then just curving the pencil all the way up to that top corner, bringing it down to give myself this sort of wedge shape. And if I wanted to, I could draw a series of smaller circles. These ones I can probably just do without any construction, just drawing in little circles that are following around the shape of the curve. Something like that. Okay, now we could try, once we're happy, we could try drawing circles without using construction. So we can start to draw curves freehand. Like so. And then even with that we could then start to add other shapes to them, and we can start to build shapes upon shapes and start to give us other pictures. So when we've done that, you can see I'm starting to get almost like the sort of Mickey Mouse idea. We could do a series of circles. Zoom in a little here, maybe have one in the middle, maybe have a series of them outside it. And from that we can almost build up this idea of the flower. Okay, so what I'm really looking forward to do in this lesson is to have a go at trying to draw curves. So the first thing I want you to do is practice trying to draw circles using this technique. Then once you've used that technique, you can maybe have a go at trying to draw quarter circles or scallops, arcs, smaller circles, maybe combining circles to create bigger shapes. So if I bring this sheet in, you can see the sort of thing that I'm looking to work towards. I'm looking for a sheet that's covered in circles. Okay, good luck and enjoy.